Hello children, I welcome you all once again to your English class. I hope you all are doing great. Children, for today's English lesson, we are going to start a new chapter from your Mastering Grammar book. And this chapter is obviously a part of tense, past tense. We have already finished present tense. We had learned that there are four kinds, that means four divisions of present tense: simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous and present perfect. We also understood how the tense depends on time. That means on the action, the time of the action. Yes? So now let's move ahead with past tense. Past tense is also classified into four categories, four types. Simple past tense, continuous past tense, that means past continuous tense. Then you have past perfect continuous, and then you have past perfect. Now children, you remember, I think I told you that when we are talking of past, we have to talk about events that had already happened. Yes? So let's get started. We have in our first example only, she danced well. The teacher distributed the storybooks. We lit lamps on Diwali. The verbs in these sentences are in the simple past tense. So the first tense that we are going to learn today is simple past tense. Okay. So you should know that in the past tense we use the past form of the verb, especially in simple past. We are going to use the root form, or that means we are going to use the past form of the verb. That means if I am saying Shreyashi danced well. First you need to identify the verb. Yes, danced is our verb here because it's an action. So what kind of verb? She danced. That means she had already finished this action. So she danced well. So this is going to be in simple past tense. Again, now let's see what do we use past tense for, simple past for. To express a past habit or regular action in the past. So some past habit, like if something you did or you had the habit of doing in the past, or if something, some action has taken place in the past. Like she went to her native place every year. That means in the past she went, now she doesn't go. So here we see that she went to her native place for this action. That means she used to do it in the past. It was a regular habit in the past. Now she doesn't do it. Express an action that began and ended in the past. So something had began and it ended in the past tense. That means it's not happening right now. He went, like Anita ate noodles in the morning. So this action had already taken place in the morning. She ate noodles. Then what is there? Soldiers fought the battle of Troy. So they have already fought. The battle is not happening right now. Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal long ago. Now, third one, express an action that took place at some particular time in the past and is over now. So, for actions which has taken place in the past but are not happening right now is over. So, she applied for admission last week. Or to narrate a story. Yes, children, I have already told you that when you are answering a question, you have to always use the past tense, simple past or any past tense. So, now how do we form it? Okay, in affirmative sentence in the past tense we write, so what will be our structure, the syntax that we follow? The structure that we follow, first is the subject. Subject can be anywhere. This is for affirmative sentence, okay? Yes, affirmative sentence. Subject plus past form of the verb, V2. Second form of the verb. Yes. Then we have the object or the complement. Yes. Now this is the syntax: subject plus past form plus object verb That means complement them. Now let's see. So it does not depend on the subject. So we had learned in simple present that the verb, either we will add s or es to it, or we won't add anything, depends on the number of the subject. But here the verb remains the same, whatever number or person we are using. That means even if the subject is included, we can use the past tense, simple past tense. So see, they is plural, they played the match, subject was plural, still we wrote the second form of the verb played, and you can see made. So the monitor is singular, but still we did what? We wrote the past tense of make only. So now we have an exercise that follows, exercise 8. Let's finish that. This exercise is on page number 72. Exercise A, number 1. Let's see first what we are asked to do. Fill in the blanks with the simple past tense form of the verbs given in bracket. She dashed to fall down the steep slope. She, for subject will remain same, right? So she, and for past tense of begin we have began, the second form of the verb. Now number 2. The child dashed himself while he was playing. For hurt we do not have any past tense, it's hurt only. So we are going to write hurt and not hurted. Okay? So hurt remains hurt only. Some words are there which do not change in form when they are used in past or past participle. The bird dash away. Fly, we have to use the past tense of fly, which is flew. Fly, flew, flown. So flew is the verb in past. Now number 4. My cousin dashed French fluently. So it's speak, we will use spoke. So spoke French fluently. Number 5. The ball dashed down the stairs. The ball rolls down the stairs. Yes, children? So we are done with this. Now let's move ahead with the negative sentences. We have learnt about affirmative. We are going to learn about negative. So how do we make the past of some sentences? How do we make the simple past of sentences of the verb? Yes. So now we are always going to use the root verb, that means the present form of the verb. But how do we know it's past? We are going to add did not. Yes, did word has to be added. So what is the structure? First is the subject. This is a negative sentence. Okay, children? Negative sentence. For negative sentence, we have the subject. Okay, then plus we use did not. Okay, the past tense of the verb we are going to use did not. After using did, the past has already been used, so we are not going to use the past verb of the main verb. So we are just going to write the verb in first form, V1 form, that means the present form. Plus we have object or complement. Yes, the rest of the words that follow. Now, like you have seen this example, they did not. They is my subject. I have to add did not. And the first form of verb, play. They did not play the match. The match can be our complement. Yes, because it's not an object. So they did not play the match. She did not contact me last week. Now yes or no questions. When you have to prepare yes or no questions in simple past, what are you going to do? Because in the negative you saw that I used did. So we are going for every action which has taken place in the past. We are going to use did. Okay, we are going to use the auxiliary verb did. Like in present we used to use what? Is, are for yes no questions. So how are we going to write here? So my first thing will be did. Then we have the subject. Then we have the base form of the verb, that means the first form of the verb. Yes, and then we have the other complement, other if there is. Okay, so did you, would you write slept, children? Because slept is the second form of the verb. You won't write slept because we have already used the past tense here, did you. So did you sleep? Did you sleep last night? Yes, and then question mark follows. Obviously it is an interrogative sentence, so a question mark will follow. Now let's see. When interrogative sentences begin with a question word, how, when, what, where, we write question word plus did plus root verb of the word. Like, when did she leave? So we are writing the question word first, then we are writing the word did, then the subject and then the verb. What did Neha bring? Now in affirmative C, he swam to the shore. He did not swim to the shore, negative. Did he swim to the shore? Interrogative. The boys gave the correct answer, affirmative. The boys did not give the correct answer, in negative. And did the boys give the correct answer? Interrogative, right? Now let's move ahead with exercise B. He gave an enlightening speech. What we have to do? We have to write the sentences, rewrite the sentences in the negative and interrogative form. So, he gave an enlightening speech. First we are going to write the negative. It's number 1 and we are on page number 73 now. First we are going to write the negative. He did not give. He did not give an enlightening speech. Yes. Now let's move ahead with interrogative. Did he give an enlightening speech? Question mark. Now number 2, negative first. My father slept soundly. My father, after the subject you have to add did not. My father did not sleep. For slept we have the first form sleep. Did not sleep soundly. We are done with the negative. Now interrogative. Did my father sleep soundly? Question mark. Number 3. He wrote a one-act play. Negative. He did not write. The present form of wrote is right. He did not write. A one-act play. Did he did he write a one-act play? Question mark. Number 4. The men enjoyed the party. In negative, the men did not enjoy the party. And in interrogative, did the men enjoy the party? Number 5. The boatmen rowed the boat. The boatmen did not row the boat. And in interrogative, did the boatmen row the boat? Yes, children, we are done with this exercise. Pause the video and finish it. Okay. Now let's move ahead with present continuous tense. Past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to do what? Express an action that was continuing in the past. Yes, it was continuing in the past, continuously happening. The choir was singing songs. Or express an action of longer duration. Yes, that means something which has taken place over a long period of time. When I reached his house, he was sleeping. Describe situations or while telling stories. The mob was shouting and chasing the thief. The king was visiting the priest's hut. Right? Hut. Describe an action which had started at some time in the past but had not ended at the time we are referring to. So it did not, when we are speaking, it did not end then, it was happening. The lady was crying with pain last evening when I visited her. So I am talking about past. When I visited her, she was crying. So we are done with past continuous tense explanation. Now let's see the structure. We will be looking at the structure now. I hope you are done with this, children. Past continuous. So, what is the syntax we have? In affirmative sentences, we will have a subject obviously, plus we can write was or where according to the subject. Was will be used with singular, where will be used with plural subject. Then we have plus ing form of the verb. Yes, so ing form of the verb. That means we know like sleeping, going, like that. And then obviously we have object if we have any. So example can be, सबसे easy example has to be he was sleeping. Yes, very easy example. Now the emperor was fighting against his enemies to protect the country. People were running helter-skelter during the earthquake. Helter-skelter is like a group of words which are used to say hither and thither, right? I was cheering the basketball team last evening. At 8 a.m. the students were moving to the hall for assembly. So were moving because we have the plural subject. Okay children? Now let's see, at 8 we are done with this. So now children, there is a difference. Obviously there is a difference between simple past tense and past continuous tense. Simple past tense shows that the action was completed in the past. It had happened. Past continuous tense shows that the action had not got over till the time referred to. Till the time I am talking to, the action was still taking place. It was still happening. Okay. Now we have exercise C, which we will be continuing with in our next video lesson. And for today we are done with this lesson, and we are going to meet again in our next video lesson. Till then children, please take care of yourself and your family. Bye bye.